Hello everyone. So in this video, I'll be briefly talking about the principle behind how ellipsometry works. So ellipsometry is a very popular tool that is used for measuring film thickness and other thin film properties. So to understand ellipsometry and the principle behind it, you need to understand what is polarized light. So light, as we know, is an electromagnetic radiation, meaning it has an electric field component and a magnetic field component. For the case of ellipsometry, you consider only its electric field component, and if you assume the light to be traveling along the z-axis, then you can use two waves and you can put them along the. You can use two electric fields and you can add one along the x-axis and one along the y-axis, and when these two waves are in phase and they have the same amplitude, they undergo interference and they form what is known as linear polarization. And when these two waves, on the other hand, if they have the same amplitude but they have a 90-degree phase shift. By 90-degree phase shift, I mean when the the difference, the wavelength difference between these two is they are separated by 90 degrees. So when in this case they undergo what is called a circular polarization. When these two waves have arbitrary difference in their amplitudes and phase, they form what is called as an elliptical polarization. So this is what is used in the case of ellipsometry to measure the various thin film properties. So the general workflow when you are using ellipsometry is that you collect the reflectance data using the ellipsometer, and then you create a mathematical model, and then you fit your experimental data using the mathematical model. And these mathematical models are usually defined in terms of the optical properties such as refractive index, extinction coefficient, film thickness, and various other properties. And usually you might have to go back and forth between using different models and fitting the best fit for your data. And then once you get the best fit, you can get the results, which is your film thickness, optical constants, various other parameters that were used to fit the model to your experimental data. So basically, in the case of ellipsometry, you have a polarizer, you have light, and then the polarizer converts this light into a linearly polarized light. And once this linearly polarized light reflects off your sample, it is collected using a detector, and then this detector converts that into a wave, which is voltage as a function of time. And then it compares your incident wave or the incident polarized light to your reflected light, and usually the linearly polarized light gets converted into an elliptically polarized light after reflecting from your sample. So basically these are basically called as p-plane polarization and s-plane polarization. And so basically the tool, when you do the model fitting, right, so you compare the change in the polarization along the p-plane and the s-plane. And basically when you take the ratios, you get this rho is equal to tan psi e to the power of I delta, where delta is the difference in the phase and tan psi is the ratio of the amplitudes. So psi and delta are the two main parameters, and using these two parameters, you can using your mathematical model, you can do the fitting to the experimental data, and you can get the various film thickness properties, film properties such as thickness, refractive index, surface roughness, reflectance, which are all useful for different applications. And one of the popular tools for measuring film thickness is the JA Woolam M2000. This is how the tool looks, and so this is a more close-up of the sample stage and the setup. So here you have the source where your polarized light comes out from. Your sample is on a stage here, and then this is the detector which collects the reflected light.